So ladies and gentlemen, what you are seeing on my screen right now are the new patch notes for Apex Legends Season 23. You can see the bar on the side. I'm still scrolling. There is so much to go over. So sit back, relax, maybe go get yourself a drink, some popcorn, whatever it may be. And let's go ahead and read through these patch notes for you guys to know everything that is new and that is coming to Apex Legends in Season 23. Or should we say, technically speaking, what's old? So, new updates coming with Apex Legends from the Rift. Relive the first hot drop, restore your squad with Lifeline revived, and review all of the updates coming in from the Rift. So what they mean here by relive that first hot drop, the game is going to have an original limited time mode where the game is going to have literally everything like day one. So we see here new updates coming with Apex Legends from the Rift. Go original and experience the beginning of Apex Legends again. Relive the rush of that first drop in Launch Royale, then reacquaint you with Lifeline, revived with new abilities to take the front lines, glide to reposition, and more. Tear through the Outlands with Rift Relics, offering cosmic abilities and weapons that dial up your power. Wield the Raptor's Claw, a new universal mythic melee cosmetic, and harness the madness of science in the new Battle Pass Split 1. So I'm going to make a video after this about the Battle Pass as well, so you know what's coming out with that. So the new mode is the Launch Royale. So literally, like it says, it was when the game launched in 2019, maybe, Launch Royale, and then we can see a step back in time to the experience that started it all. Launch Royale, this new limited time mode, drops players into the original Apex circa 2019. It's the old school weapons, legends, abilities, rule sets, and map that started it all. That means no Evo armor and ability upgrades, just pure skill and your wits to survive the Apex games. If you're craving that old school Apex vibe or just want to see how it all started, this is the best time to jump in and see where Legends were born. Conquer Launch Royale challenges to unlock Legends and earn rewards like Apex packs and more. Ready up, because we're going back to experience that first drop once again. So we got the Lifeline revived here. The original medic is now a frontline menace. Lifeline dives into action with an aggressive new kit, the ability to teleport dock to your allies, glide for unmatched mobility, and deploy an indestructible force field that amps up healing efficiency for your squad. She's not just saving lives, she's fighting her way to the champion's podium. To be fair, if there's not a Lifeline in your squad, you might want to be it, because Lifeline in this new season is going to be seriously OP, in my opinion. So passive combat glide, so you can hold jump in the midair to use your dock, as you can see here by this image, to glide briefly. So deploy dock to revive allies. So as you know before, you normally just go up to them, you tap them. That's still going to be the same, but also it says leaving Lifeline free to defend. Well, you do that anyway, so that's just saying what else she can do. They're basically saying everything she can do. So tactical dock heal drone. So dock heals nearby allies. Dock can be assigned to follow allies once deployed. And then you got the ultimate dock halo. So you're not going to have it where it drops items for you now, where it drops loot, which does sometimes come in clutch, but actually now it's going to have the ultimate dock halo, which throws a dock to activate a halo shield systems. All players inside use health and shield consumables faster, and obviously you've got a shield going around you, which is like a Gibby shield, but I don't know if it's got health, rather than obviously the Gibbies where it's just indestructible for a short period of time. The upgrades as well, we got from the Rift level 2 battle pack, +1 battery per stack, and see battery count in death boxes. Extended flight, so increases time before dock runs out of fuel by 1.5 seconds. And then from the Rift level 3, enhanced radio, increase dock assignments range by 50%, or tactical cooldown, reduce tac cooldowns by 10 seconds, which is flipping awesome. So the actual leveling up is going to be pretty good. I mean, if this worked for everyone in your team, that'd be amazing. But I think maybe seeing the batteries in the boxes might be better, because you can then help out your team with that. Otherwise, I'd say increase time before dock runs out of fuel by 1.5 seconds. Do you want to glide that far? I'm not too sure. So Rift Relics, what the hell are they? So Rift Relics come from an unstable rift in the sky, creating a temporary tear into reality that provides a constant contestants of the Apex games with powerful weapons and a new survival slot item. Boost kits that may just give you a boost that you need. You could say they are aptly named grab the EPG-1 launcher with splash damage and rocket jumping capabilities. Unleash exotic hop-ups like lifesteal, healing with every hit and instantly refilling health and armor on headshots. That is insane. And then you got Rift Relics will appear randomly throughout each map across many rounds. They will be easy for you and your enemies to spot, and they'll also inform you if any enemy team has gotten there first. Destroy the Rift Relic to receive your reward, but be warned, the ring messes with their stability. And as well with the Rift Relics, you've got a chance of getting OG weapons in there. So you might even get, for instance, Havocs, where they've got boosted loaders and stuff. Or not boosted loaders. Yeah, it's a Hemlock with boosted loaders. You can get all that sort of stuff. Original OG weapons in them as well, not just what you see in there. We've got the new support class perks. So last season we gave the Recon and Controller classes unique gameplay perks to help define their areas of expertise in the game. This season will be the season of support. Alongside Lifeline's revival, the support class is getting a specialization of their own through 2 new perks, Heal Expert and Revive Expert, empowering their reset and recovery role on the team and continuing our efforts to bring more meaning and identity to the classes in Apex. Support Legends will still maintain access to extended supply bins, blue bins. However, in the spirit of support, banner crafting is no longer an exclusive perk and instead will be accessible to all Legends. So you don't actually need to have a support in your team. Will that change the way the game is played? I'm not too sure, but it's pretty cool because supports are going to be a little bit stronger. So we've got Heal Expert, which support class gets. What that does is it's got Support Legends now move at full walk speed while healing, and healing amount from small meds is doubled. So a Mirage would be pretty darn cool for this. Loba, just support classes in general are going to be pretty good, as well as the small meds. If you've only got small bats, every single bat that you put on is 50 health, and then obviously you have 100 health, but every single small heal that you put on is going to also be 50. So you can if you don't want, sorry, not small bat, cells and heals are going to be the exact same, but you can heal up on that a little bit quicker. Revive Expert support legends now have 25% faster revives, 4.5 seconds, and grant health regen to the ally on a successful revive. This health regen will restore an ally to full health, but can be cancelled by incoming damage. Support legends will also receive this health regen if revived. Additionally, banner crafted and allied death boxes now spawn a mobile respawn beacon. That's pretty cool. And then support legends can see mobile respawn beacons inside death boxes. So collected banners will also take a mobile respawn beacon in an allied death box if possible, will not replace current survival item. Skill display improvements. We can see here pre-match skill display. So you can actually see who is mainly in your lobby before you drop in. As we see, for instance, this is your loading screen. You can see there's 1 iron, some silver, or maybe that's bronze, and some gold in your lobby, so you know how difficult your lobby is going to be. Whether you want to run a gun or you want to sit and hide in a corner, that's completely up to you, but you're going to have the stats there to help you make that decision before you start. So Into the Rift is bringing nostalgia, but we're also bringing something new, skill display improvements. This new feature will display the balance of each match and update live as each player loads into the match, giving you true rank distribution of all players. This is the latest in our ongoing evaluation improvement of ranked players. We're looking for more insights and fairness in their matches, and this is our next step. So new universal melee weapon, the Raptor's Claw. So this is a new heirloom, but it's universal, which is pretty darn cool. It's a karambit and everyone loves them. Sharpen your arsenal with the Raptor's Claw, a new universal melee cosmetic. Unlock the Raptor's Claw through the Void Mercenary store from November the 5th, 2024 till January the 7th, 2025. After acquiring this new universal cosmetic, you can unlock the Crystal Chamber Death Box, as well as 5 other deadly variants and their matching death boxes. After January the 7th, 2025, Raptor's Claw will move to the Mythic Shop. Sleek, deadly, and ready to strike. Don't miss your opportunity to grab this iconic melee weapon. Patch notes, balance, updates. So battle sense, better health state awareness and feedbacks, added voice lines for when players are on low health, added voice lines for when players are on low shields, added prompt to heal when players are on low health, and healing HUD icons will now flash when players are low on health. Better ammo awareness and feedback, added voice lines for when players are running low on ammo, and ammo clip counter will pulse red when in a critical ammo state. Low position of the low ammo prompt on the HUD, and both voice lines and on the screen prompts can be toggled on, limited, or off in settings. The limited option provides a less frequent cadence for both voice lines and screen prompts respectively. And dev note, we're continuing our work that was stated last season around providing better awareness to the state of the game, and this time we're tackling the health state. These additional mechanisms of feedback are incredibly helpful for some, but can be overwhelming for others. The additional of a setting menu allows for as much player customization as possible to best suit their needs when playing Apex. Care packages, devotion returns to the floor. Spin up time decrease. Reverse hipfire tightens, slower is less accurate, and removed turbocharge slot. So the Havoc enters the care package, improved hipfire, magazine size increased to 36, damage increased to 19, was 18, select fire beam shot, high ammo consumption, deadly accurate, and devastating damage. That's pretty cool. I like how we've got these, but obviously they're in the care package. The gold weapon rotations, the Car, Hemlock, L-Star, Longbow, and Mastiff. So that's pretty cool to see that. Gameplay updates, crafting stations, all legends can now craft banner cards. Loot bin reset, if a player is near a bin during the reset phase, that loot bin will now eject loot, even if that bin was not opened recently. Gold bins now spawn fewer pieces of gold loot. And dev note, even after adding the recently opened bins eject loot logic, last release, we're still seeing issues where players are racing to get that attachment or backpack they saw from afar in an open bin, and the loot bin slams shut, denying the pickup by adding a proximity check. Now just being near that loot bin during the reset will ensure you can get what you want. Mythic bin updates can now be tracked and pinged through walls more easily, and improve logic to consider if the weapon you have is already a gold weapon or instead grants a different upgrade. Location is now announced before spawning, is marked on the mini and full maps, and warning is issued in game. Time to open reduced to 10 seconds, was 11, and then updated mythic bin icons for better clarity and consistency. Dev note, mythic bins are a big spike in power for the opening team, but it can sometimes feel like a lottery when it appears, leaving little room for counterplay. We're now messaging to the whole game when they appear to hopefully give players the chance to make an active choice to pursue the bin should they wish. This informed choice should feel more fair than it has in the past. Ammo and attachments hop up. Boosted loader now activates at 0 ammo, and now goes on the Sentinel. So boosted loader can now go on the Sentinel. Very, very interesting. Gun shield generator, shield recharge cooldown time decreased to 10 seconds, was 12, and reduced spawn rate. Hammer point rounds, reduced spawn rate. Really? I could never find hammer points. We've rebalanced some of the hop-up spawn rates to compensate for the amount of power they bring to the table. Cough, hammer points, cough. We like the big power swing and how they have set up their respective weapons for the end game, but the consistency which they were available felt a little too high. Weapons, L-Star EMG, damage increased to 18, was 17. Gold magazines now reduce the cool-off time more than purple mags, and smoothed out cool-off animations. Dev note, the L-Star never really gained a benefit from gold mags because it doesn't have a traditional reload. To show it a little love, we've improved the gold mags on the L-Star, which should make them a more exciting find over purple mags. In addition, we've done some animation work to make firing feel smoother, especially when feathering the trigger, something the L-Star excels at. Longbow, the damage increase to 60 was 55. The longbow hasn't been fulfilling the fantasy of a sniper lately, so we're taking a big swing at its damage to really push its relevance and carve out a place for it within the long-range meta. We'll continue to monitor these changes as the season progresses. I mean, to be fair, I've not picked up a longbow in a long time, but it might be really good to punch out them headshot damage. This is just body, so what is the headshot damage going to do? P2020 akimbo only, base hip fire improvement. Overall, we're really happy with the akimbo, and the P2020s are performing well, but could use a little improvement to that overall consistency to remain a competitive option. The Rampage LMG rev state increased decay rate, reduced cost per shot, significantly increases energized capacity, and successfully charging up the Rampage with a thermite will also trigger a reload. That's really cool. So you don't have to reload, you can just chuck it a thermite at the same time, and somehow you're going to change your mag and put a thermite in the gun at the same time. Who knows how? Sentinel, charging up the Sentinel with boosted loader equipped and with activation criteria with overload, the next mag as thought it were as a boosted reload. Increase energized capacity, increase energized total time, and successfully charging up the Sentinel with a shield cell will also trigger a reload. Nice. So Dev note, the Sentinel is a beloved sniper that can be a little intimidating to run with its high risk and reward gameplay flow. We wanted to open this up a little bit and make it easier to engage with a more approachable, so we're making the energized state a little bit more forgiving and adding boosted loader to temporarily increase its magazine side. Spitfire LMG damage increase to 19 was 18. Dev note, our LMGs have seen more play since the release of the gun shield generators, but they still haven't quite been able to compete with our more versatile ARs. These updates continue to work to push them into being valuable primary weapons. The Peacekeeper choke speed increased, then the triple take choke speed increased, and the fire rate slightly increased. Nice. Dev note, both the triple take and the Peacekeeper are doing well in the meta, but are feeling a tad sluggish compared to the competition. These adjustments should make them feel a little bit more responsive. Legends. Support Legends now new class perk. Heal Expert, move at full speed while healing. Small med, healing is doubled. Revive Expert, revive speed is increased. And revives grant health regen. Mobile respawn beacons will spawn when crafted banners and inside allied death box. Dev note, support legends are restorative anchors of the team. They are legends who should help their allies reset and recover quickly. This class change aims to infuse a more classical approach to the support role, allowing the legends to inherently excel in healing and recovery. To ensure this class felt like it had mastery over the domain, we wanted to make a strong statement about their recovery potential. As support, securing a revive should feel powerful. Lessening the downtime before your ally can re-engage is a potency that cannot be ignored. Allowing them to fight immediately or pop a shield med to be at full strength much faster, similarly as access to the mobile respawn beacons through death boxes, and banner crafting means a lot less jumping through hoops to respawn a teammate if you've clutched up a recover banner or made a long trek to a crafting station. Support legends often suffer from a lack of mobility or offensive utility to stay alive and properly anchor the team. Leaning into the ability to reset faster themselves makes them a strong backline force in combat and gives them more options to stay in a fight themselves. Both these changes are powerful, and we're eager to see how more defined role alters the legend landscape in this support focused season. Conduit, so savior speed, now works on allied death boxes and crafters when a banner can be retrieved, now works on respawn beacons and mobile respawn beacons when carrying an allied banner, and now works without min-range limit on downed enemies, allowing Conduit to race all the way to a fallen teammate. Upgrades battle pack. In addition to extra battery per stack, this upgrade also shows battery counts in death box. Dev note, Conduit's passive is great for helping to keep up with her team. Looking at her role as a support legend, we wanted to extend the passive, the impact, and her recovery play potential as well. Additionally, we've combined battery collection and backpack into a single upgrade to make it stronger option for Conduit and other legends, Mirage, Lifeline, and Horizon. Crypto, surveillance drone now takes ring damage 10% per tick. Okay, interesting. And upgrades off the grid. Players within 20 meters of Crypto will now be able to spot a faint cloaking flicker effects every 1.5 seconds to help identify hidden cryptos nearby. Cloaked audio range and volume have been increased. Dev note, off the grid has been a strong pick and has offered up some wild and creative new play patterns that feel on theme for Crypto, but it also comes with frustrations that have felt like unfair advantages or exploitative drone behaviors. These targeted changes aim to take it more possible to find a Crypto you know is in your immediate vicinity and discourage ring parking patterns without taking away the core of what the upgraded has brought to the Crypto fantasy. You'll still have to work to spot the glitch in the Matrix, but you'll spend much less time scouring for invisible collisions with him. So Gibraltar, Dome of Protection, cooldown reduced to 17 seconds, was 30, no longer destroyed by Crypto's EMPs on Maggie's Wrecking Ball. And upgrades level 2, a fresh start removed, shots removed, new big brother increased ult radius by 20%, new fast shotties, moved faster with shotguns and auto reload shotguns on Nox. Upgraded baby bubble now reduces cooldowns to 12 seconds, was 25 seconds. Wow, Gibraltar's going to be seriously strong. That is amazing. Okay, so shockwave level 2, a fresh start, revives allies 50%. Shots, auto reload shotguns on Nox. Wow, imagine auto reloading shotguns on Nox. That's crazy. And then obviously you got increased ult radius, which I thought it did look bigger in the trailer, and then move fast with shotguns and auto. Do you know what? Gibraltar is going to be pretty meta as well. Gibraltar and a lifeline, so you basically sit in the circle and do some crazy stuff. I like to see it. Dev note, much of Gibraltar's strength can come from the versatility of his dome in from the Rift. We're removing the hard counters and allowing Gibraltar to play off his dome more frequently and utilize the new class perks more. With the new Revive Expert coming online, we've shifted his early game upgrades to offensive choices to play off the new dome frequency or lean into the power of his ult. So Horizon upgrades, battery collection removed, new backpack, in addition to extra battery per stack. This upgrade now allows also shows battery counts in death boxes, so we can see here that is that. And then Mirage, life of the party, health bars no longer show during the ultimate to give away the real Mirage. Upgrades level 2, Miracle Worker removed, a new backpack in addition to the extra battery per stack. This upgrade now also shows battery counts in death boxes. The dev note there was the new support class Revive Expert made Miracle Worker obsolete. So we've replaced it with another minor support focused choice for now. So Newcastle, mobile shield, no longer takes damage. Okay. And can now be repositioned even when Newcastle is downed. Retrieve the wounded, revive shield HP tier increased by 50%. So the Newcastle mobile shield might be better than a Gibby shield. Okay. Retrieve the wounded, revive shield HP tier increased by 50%, and white 300 was 200, blue 450 was 300, and purple gold 750 was 500. Upgrades level 2, thick shield removed, new heroes, hustle, greatly increased movement speed when reviving, and then upgrade level 3, stronghold, castle's wall HP improvement increase to 500 was 250. Wow. New ultimate survivor, castle wall grants shield regen to allies in impact radius. Regen effects last for 15 seconds and damage will pause regen for 2 seconds and won't begin regeneration until revived if downed. Dev note, with the new revive expert perk and the mobile shield simplifying to be an invulnerable version 2 of Newcastle's new upgrades needed to be replaced. We've aimed to tap into the support angle of his kit, with both giving speed to make bigger revive plays and shield healing to encourage Newcastle to leap to his allies' aid. Additionally, Newcastle's shields are getting beefed up this season to allow more players to feel safe behind his sources of protection regardless of skill level. Revenant Forged Shadows shield will now regen up to 50 HP instead of increasingly refreshing after a 3-second delay. Watson upgrade level 2, fresh start removed, and new Revive Expert gives access to support class Revive Expert perk. Dev note, there's a new support class Revive Expert perk made Watson's multi-class Revive perk option feel less relevant, so we're trying out a rather potent upgrade this season of letting Watson tap into the power of the improved revives of the support class. We're keen to see how this kind of cross-class upgrade selection influences her overall power pick rate and the identity of the new class ability in general. Modes, Launch Royale, take a trip back into time to experience what it was like to play Apex when it first launched. The following changes are meant to be a highlight of some of the most important differences and are not completely inclusive to all changes. Additionally, quality of life improvements from the modern Apex have been retained for a smoother experience. General changes, original King Canyon map and POIs, original loot distribution and loot items, players drop with no equipment or healing items, armor core Evo has been removed, each piece of armor is pick up only and does not evolve. Original shield swapping mechanics are now in play, and original ring timings and damage. Legend changes, no class-based legend perks, a fortified perk removed. Each legend has had the majority of their stats and abilities reverted to the first season's balance, reintroduced, being able to bunny hop while healing, reintroduced punch boosting, where punching the ground behind you gives you a slight speed boost. And players can infinitely jump on zip lines, max 3 iterations before cooldown is removed. Shields are not automatically regenerated on finishers and now exclusive to gold armors. So now we have equipment changes. Equipment items and attachments have their original tunings from the first season. Gold items have their passives changed to their original state. Gold knockdown, self-revive. Gold backpack, fast heal, and gold armor, shield regeneration on execution. This is not a trait granted by default anymore. Original capacities on all magazines, no laser sights, sniper magazines, energy magazines, they didn't exist yet. Original hop-up, select fire, energy choke, turbocharge, skull piercer, helmet protections have been reverted to balance in first season, and ammo stacks in inventory have been changed to match their original carrying capacities. Weapon changes, original attachments equipped on every gun. Original tunings on all weapons launch royale variants have been created to authentically recreate the feeling of original weapon handlings. All hip fire is reverted to a much tighter spread. All original gold kit weapons are restored. Global headshot damage is now 2 times with some exceptions per weapon, and original crate weapons come down in care packages, Mastiff, Kraber and L-Star. Straight shot revival includes Rift Relics weekend rotations November 22nd to the 25th, and then November 29th until the 2nd. Trios revival includes Rift Relics weekend rotations from the 6th to the 9th of December, and from the 13th to the 16th of December. Rift Relics, the items available in Rift Relics will be updated regularly and adding an additional weapon to the lineup, as well as rotating the available boost kits. Boost kits hover ADS in the air, while will allow player to hover, keeping them afloat and steady in aim. Interesting. Void reflex, damage that would knock a player instead of sends them into the void for several seconds, returning a critical health. Reactive regen, health shield bars regen over time. Squad heal, using a health shield consumable also applies it to nearby teammates. Nessies, summon Nessies, companions to fight on your behalf. Relic weapons, Relic Alternator, Launch Royale Alternator modified with Disruptor rounds. Relic Mastiff, Launch Royale Mastiff. Relic L-Star, Launch Royale L-Star with high fire rate and limited magazine capacity. Relic Spitfire, Launch Royale variant with fast reload, improved hip fire and heavy ammo. Relic Wingman, Launch Royale variant with Skull Piercer. Relic Prowler, Launch Royale Select Fire, automatic Prowler with high power scope. Relic G7 Scout, Launch Royale G7 with Sniper Scope. Relic 3030 Repeater, players heal for a percentage of the damage dealt to enemies and monsters. If the player succeeds in landing a headshot with the health and armor, they immediately highly refilled. Embedded Dual Loader, mag size of 12 and Skull Piercer Hopper. Special weapon EPG-1 single fire direct energy propelled launcher, so a grenade launcher but with energy rounds. Map rotations, pubs and ranked, Broken Moon, Storm Point and World's Edge. So no more Olympus than that. Pretty sad. Mixtape, November 12th to December the 16th, 2024. TDM, Habitat, Zeus Station, Skulltown, Control, Lava Siphon, Thunder, Dome, Barometer, Gun Run, Skulltown, Fragment and Watson. December the 17th to the 6th, Big TDM, Habitat, Skulltown, Party Crasher, Control, Thunder Drone, Production Yard, Lava Siphon, Gun Run, Fragment, Watson, Skulltown, Lockdown, Zeus Station, Monument and the Core. Ranked, entry cost tuning, lower entry cost above platinum tier. So platinum is 45, RP was 55, diamond 65 was 70, master 90 was 100. So now it should be a lot easier to get to diamond. Ranked, skill display changes, disclosure of ranked for all match players, update live as you and your opponents enter a match. Show the true rank distribution of all players as the match starts. Dev note, this has been added specifically to address matchmaking and perception of unfairness in matches. We believe that this change gives our players the right amount of information so they'll feel informed about what they are up against as they enter a match. Graphics, DirectX 12 is no longer a beta compared to DirectX 11. Our data indicates that the DirectX 12 has been both faster and more stable for most players, especially in BR matches when the game is more frequently bottlenecked by the CPU. Fix the most significant cause of stuttering and extremely low FPS in the lobby, which occurred while preloading maps for the first time. Frame rates may still reduce on low-end CPUs, but much improved compared to before. Cursors should now be correctly aligned when using aspect ratios that don't match screen resolution. Tooltips in inventory and def boxes menus should now be correctly placed when the game is in full screen mode. Significantly improved shader compilation times in the main menu and the lobby for matches with 4 or fewer CPU cores. On a 2-core CPU, when hyper-threading, we found that compiling shaders could be up to 5 times faster. Remaining known issues, streaming in higher levels of detail for models can still be slow on a very low-end machines, leading to stuttering and sometimes missing or low-quality models in-game. With Season 23, Apex Legends utilizes the extra performance of the PS5 Pro. Players can expect slightly higher resolution and stable frames, as well as an increased model quality in performance to 120 Hz. Bug fixes, looking for something else? Our public Trello board is updated weekly with the status of bugs that we can all talk about ahead of the patch. Note drops will also update our game status here for those of you not on the social platforms. All legends will now be unlocked for Bot Royale, and the Basilisk UI will once again speed up the L-Star's overheat animation, fix an issue where players would receive an aim punch wearing heat shield when outside the ring. A gun shield generator and Gibraltar arm shield should now respect the incoming direction of the projectile when deciding to deal carryover damage to the player. Low ammo indicators will no longer display the inside of Fight Night on Olympus, and then players will now be highlighted in the void when using the PS5 performance mode. Quality of life, Big Maldies is now stocking Akimbo, Mozambiques, and P2020s. Mobile respawn beacons deploy much quicker. Newcastle's castle wall improved the allow the expanded wall to try to curve more, reduces case of wall ending early in some scenarios. Health bars versus smoke improvements added the delay of destruction of the smoke volumes to much better than match, and smoke dissipation overall makes health bars less visible through the edges of the smoke or during a smoke fade, and then slightly expanded the size of the smoke volumes to better match the smoke visuals. Apex packs, BP retro packs, new limited time pack containing previously released battle pass items from a specific season. That's cool. Retro packs bringing back content from previously released event packs such as the Raiders CE, Grand Soir, and Legendary Hunt retro packs. Loot pool browser allows you to clearly preview the possible loot pool, probabilities, disclosure information, and already owned items, enhancing visibility into what items can be obtained. Mass pack opening, an easier way to open multiple packs that also give players the option to select the pack type they want to open. Players can now easily see their inventory of Apex packs to loot pool of certain packs and have the choice to open all or select a number of the type of pack they want to open. Spark bonus meter, earn limited time rewards by filling the meter as you open eligible packs marked by Spark icon. This feature will be available for limited periods during the season. Firing range death boxes. Dead players now spawn death boxes. Each player can only spawn one death box, and the previous one will dissolve if the other death occurs in short succession. Death box dissolves after 90 seconds. Full combat hard dummies, new option to fight against hard full combat dummies. Take cover, much more aggressive and accurate with shots, and execute juke maneuvers when they're closer to a player. Use a variety of weapons and can throw thermites. Nessie was a little late to trick or treating this year. She brought a friend to make up for it. So that is the patch notes. Let me know what you think or what you're most excited about with these patch notes. They are very large, but I'm liking the support roles and I'm liking the sound of Gib. I think he's going to be pretty darn good for this. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Like, follow, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.